Welcome back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show right here in your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.
And remember, our goal is always to guide you to personal and financial wellness.
Well, you're back for the second half of the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show for over 6 years. That's right, over 6 years. We've so enjoyed sharing our Saturdays with you every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. You can find out more by going to donandgino.com, DONANDGINO.com. Tons of information. We're talking the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show, the National Real Estate Cafe. That's right, a daily video blog giving you updates of what's really happening in the real estate and financial world because, a lot of the media has little spins.
What did we call it now? Untrue?
Untrue. That's right. Hashtag untrue.
Hashtag untrue.
But ours is always true, and we tell you what it really means. Because we see the media spin it one way, and the very next segment spin it the exact opposite. So what are you supposed to believe? Yeah. So we love giving you the real truth on the National Real Estate Cafe. Again, go to donandgino.com. And now we've expanded because this is fun stuff. We love being inspired ourselves. So we wanted to reach out nationally to get inspired and talk with some of the top entrepreneurs, people that are doing something different, but also people like you and me. Not just top. We will have some big names you know, but we're also going to have the everyday entrepreneur like all of us that go, wow, I'd really like to start a business, or I wanted to start a business, or how did they start a business, and what motivated them to start a business, and what is their business?
Well, and Don, the thing about that is, remember, that's the American dream.
Yep.
So ultimately we have to remember that all these mega star speakers started somewhere small.
Oh yeah, we like when we had Barry Habib on, and you know Barry Habib, I'm sure too, Linda. It was funny. He's like, "Oh no, I wasn't always a mega star. I was selling stereos out of the back of my car."
Yeah, we were like, "Are they stolen?"
He was in New York, in Bronx, so Harlem or something like that. I don't know. It was some not the greatest area.
Like we were just talking a little bit about Darren Hardy. That's another guy that had pretty much nothing. I mean, his dad was very, very tough on him, and he had a really hard upbringing. So, a lot of these stories, and we'd hope to find the new big story by doing the series.
All right. So today we brought somebody that's involved in what we do, which is real estate. No coincidence, but just a great lady that's puts a lot of effort into and passion everything she does as an author, a speaker, and a businesswoman. And I just love her passion. We were very drawn to it. And she's got a product that's really helping out real estate investors, because a lot of you, maybe you don't want to spend all the time, money, and effort into running your own or paying the big dollars for a full-time, because it does cost more to get a full-time property management company. And for Gino, that worked. But for a lot of you out there, your margins may be slim, or you want to keep your hands kind of in the pie, but you need somebody to help you with that. That's where Linda comes in. Linda, thank you for being part of our show today, and there's that bright smile.
Well, thank you. Thank you again for the opportunity. I'm always glad to share whatever I could to help.
The one thing we didn't touch on before, because last segment we were talking about all the service you do, how you help, you're basically a call center for, repairs. You also help collect rent, which is one of the toughest things anybody has to do. You help them if they when they want to increase rent. You help depersonalize it and all that. But what is the typical cost for your assistance?
Well, we do a flat fee, and we're still at $50 a unit a month, but
Wow.
We are really working on that right now. But right now it's outstanding.
So get in now?
Yeah, I guess I would say that, but
it's
just because we are evaluating how we may have to make some changes to it, but for the most part, we're still $50 a unit a month.
Wow, very cost effective. So hopefully you heard that.
Definitely.
How can they get a hold of you, Linda, just in case somebody's interested in obtaining your service to help them with their help them manage their investment properties?
Sure. Well, they can call me. They can call my cell if they just want to talk about it. That's 847-436-9006. Or they can email me at lindal@mylandlordhelper.com or securepay1.com, and we spell out one.
All right, very cool, Linda. Thank you. So now I'm excited. You've done something Gino and I talk about doing.
Over and over and over. We probably have 5 or 6 books already. We just haven't written any of them.
Exactly. And you took the time to write not one but 2 books. So we're going to individualize them because they're completely different books in a matter of speaking, but both center around your expertise, which is helping the real estate investor. So why don't we talk about your first one, daily inspirations to achieve your real estate investment goals.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you went to that first one because that's probably, I'm going to call it my passion one, because that was really born out of kind of my own daily. And I compare it to, and believe me, I'm not a preacher now, but I compare it to the fact that I kind of like a little passage, if you will, every morning, whether it be Joel Osteen or, as we talked about, Darren Hardy or whoever it is. You want to kind of start your day off the right way. And I just couldn't help but think, you know what? There was really nothing like that aimed at landlords. So, yes, it was. I wish I would have done 30 days to 365. 365 was quite a task, a little bit bigger than I thought. And it just involved a lot of work. But
Yeah, we're going to do
like
one that's monthly, just once every
yeah,
month.
I think one month, just reread it every
Exactly.
month. And I just put in a quote, and then just really, it's kind of a random real estate topic for the day, just whether it be about a homeowners or about what we just talked about, a lease renewal, how to stay on top of that, or making sure you put through an increase each month. We just tried to like put some thought into it. And I can't tell you how many mornings I was getting up really early just to do it. And then what's difficult, what's the 365 that I didn't think about is you really have to keep track of not, like, say, repeating yourself, right? So that's why I was like, well, 30 would have been a little easier to flip back. So yeah, even a spreadsheet was tough on that one, Gino.
Yeah, well,
There you go.
as I'm thinking about the book, that was the first thing I thought about. How do you not repeat yourself? So I
Yeah.
could see that being a challenge. But I'm also thinking about, we talked, Darren Hardy's now coming up a couple of times.
Yep.
I thought about the compound effect, right? So if a landlord was to take your book and read your book and apply, I don't know, say half the things or maybe even a third of the things, the compound effect of somebody actually applying the little tidbits of knowledge that you're giving them every single day, even if they took just a portion of it, where they would be a year later. So I think that's a fantastic book.
Yeah, that's a fantastic spin on it. That's a great idea. So even if they do get to the 30 that we repeated 3 times, no.
Maybe they forgot it.
But yeah, but it's true. That is a great idea. That's a great way of looking at it. That if you do that slight edge, that compound theory, just pull out something, and that would work.
All right.
And it,
Well, I was going to dive into, because you took that another level to help out the average investor and stuff. So you took, okay, here's your inspiration, things you should really think about. But then you took it another level and created the next book, My Landlord Helper: The Keys to Managing Your Real Estate Investment and Achieving and Saving Money. I think that's a goal of being an investor, right?
yeah, absolutely. And you know what we did with that one is try to look at all the tasks that we do for a landlord and how could they do it for themselves if they put some thought into it. So there's a bunch of books out there already about how to be a landlord, but this was specifically kind of aimed at where you could get help. So, and not self-promoting, not us, it doesn't have to be us, but the idea is here's certain tasks you'd be able to outsource, whether it be to our company or you're going to put it on Fiverr and you're going to look for somebody to, help make you a video for walkthroughs of your unit. Like we always suggest that in addition to pictures, you put together some video. Well, you can take, your pictures, upload them to Fiverr, put some music to it, and use that in your next ad, so it's a little bit stands out a little bit. So the idea was
fun. Put the pictures and like the bad to the bone or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's funny you mentioned that because in my properties, I saw a dramatic shrinking of my marketing time once we started using virtual tours. It really helped people have a concept of the space a little bit better, because pictures don't give you the concept of space, and that's kind of what's missing when you do pictures. So I could see where video would be great.
Yeah, and the idea was, okay, so maybe you're not, the big 100-unit building, but what can you do to emulate them, and where can you outsource some help? And so I think, that was the idea, kind of share idea. So that one is just about probably a little bit more tactical. How do you get ACH payment done? Did you realize your bank will help you do that? And there's a fee involved, but you can do it. Or can you look to another service to do it?
Ah, very cool. Well, thank you for putting all the effort into it. And Gina and I will sometimes do that, write one of our books. But you got 2 books out. Again, the 2 books that Linda put, one is basically Daily Inspirations to Achieve Your Real Estate Investment Goals. And then she wrote My Landlord Helper. We all need that, believe me, anybody who owns their own homes. The keys to managing your real estate investment and achieving and saving money. You can find out more at Liberatore. .com, and we're going to find out more about Linda when we come back to our final segment. Don't go away. This is good stuff.